I'm 17 and in high school, so obviously money is just a little bit tight. So today I'm going to see if I can eat 4,000 calories on just $5 whole. So far, one of the big things that have helped me is scoping out the supplies beforehand. When I say that, I really just mean go online, look at like their weekly flyer, or go in store. Some stores send it to you, and just see what they have on cheap, because every week they have something new that's marked down. This way you're not just going in blind and hungry, which is the worst thing you can possibly do. Because if you just go in hungry, you're gonna just buy whatever you see that you like. So it's better to go in with a plan and a budget so you aren't overspending what you planned on spending. I would say one of the main things that I learned from this is that carbs are going to be honestly the cheapest thing in your diet. They are so unbelievably low in price that it will be something that you will never have to worry about not being able to get, in my opinion at least. So the first rule is that I can only eat these things that I bought, which is I bought a thing of spaghetti, a bag of rice, chili beans for protein, because there's at least 7 grams in each one, corn, because vegetables, why not, and for just fun, because, you know, no other flavor in my life for today, hickory smoked tuna. Don't like tuna, by the way. But those are the only 5 things I can have. No energy drinks, no food offered to me, nothing. So the plan is, since I do have work today, before work, I'm going to make my spaghetti and my corn. Like, I'm just going to heat this up to cook it, because why not? I'm going to eat that during my first break. Then, during lunch, I'm going to come home to eat like half of this and half of these. So I'll have a good amount of calories in for that time. But obviously, I'm not trying to overdo it and absolutely crap my brains out during work. Then, because I am working 8 hours, I get 2 breaks. So I'm going to finish off the rest of the corn so I can have just something to eat, because I'm sure I'm going to be hungry throughout the day. I'm normally snacking all the time, bro. And then, before my workout for hitting legs after work, I'm going to finish the rest of my rice and my beans so I can have some carbs beforehand. I'm going to eat that like 20-ish minutes before I go in. So as you can see, for the beginning of the challenge, we're weighing in at 183 and a half about. Never thought I would have 400 grams of spaghetti for breakfast. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys, that spaghetti has me like insanely fucking full. It's so weird. I don't usually feel this full. So my shift's about like halfway done, but honestly, I kind of have like no energy. It feels weird. Like, I'm full, but that spaghetti has given me like 0 energy at this point in the day. And now I don't know if that's just because like I haven't had any protein, I'll be honest, so far. I don't know if it's because of that, but I just 0 energy at all. I have a bad headache, and honestly, so far, kind of shit, I'll be honest. I never thought that starting YouTube would have me eating 1,400 calories of rice, a can of beans, and a can of corn in my car. I never realized that's what I was signing up for here, guys. All right, after eating the rice, the beans, the fucking spaghetti, and a little corn, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm feeling a little full, but I don't know. I just feel like I've gotten nothing out of this so far, if that kind of makes sense. It feels like I'm getting just a fuck ton of carbs, honestly. So I'm about to go hit leg day, but I wanted to first give you guys a little kind of like midday or almost end of day check-in. So I've had okay energy throughout the day, but honestly, I think without having my caffeine, I've had a major fucking headache all day. So I'm going to try to honestly cut back on my caffeine a little more to try to like reduce this horrible headache I've had the whole time. Now, during these few exercises, I wanted to talk to you guys and show and tell you what my overall like energy and performance felt like while I was hitting this leg day. So, I had good energy, I'll be honest. Like, all things considered, I wasn't tired, I wasn't out of breath, none of that shit. But I felt super weak, honestly. I could not put up the same weight that I normally was. And I honestly think that is because of my protein intake. This diet gave me 0 protein, unfortunately. So I just had no energy, and I had like no physical power to push through any further on the weight. But if I was to compare this to something like a protein bar, like if I just regular old like $4 protein bar, I honestly think the protein bar would give me more energy than this did for me, if I'm being totally honest, guys. I think if I had to give myself like an overall performance rating for this lift, I would probably say like honestly a 5 or 6 because I could not put up the same weight and it honestly like annoyed the shit out of me that I could not do the same amount of weight that I normally could when I know that normally I can't.
On the way to the gym, you have to start getting anxious. If you don't get anxious anymore and all you do is listen to some kind of music or something like that and you're just thinking that you're doing it, you're not doing it. You just can't show up. You just can't pretend. You have to demand from the workout that you're going to get results, and you have to have workouts in your brain already before. You have to have the results already in your brain before you even get there. You have to expect success because you rehearsed it in your brain, in your mind.
So guys, for the end of the video, I wanted to talk about overall like pros and cons of this diet. So pros, obviously, super cheap. It like I got mainly like two things. The spaghetti and the rice were my main thing that like helped me out here because obviously they're super cheap for like a good amount once you actually cook it. So that was helpful. I really don't know if there's any more pros beside that. I'll be honest, besides being full, I guess, because it's a fuck ton of carbs. But honestly, I feel like there's more cons than pros. I had really like zero protein, honestly, and that felt horrible because that's not normal for me. I normally drink at least like a whole Fairlife milk a day worth of protein plus protein bars. So that wasn't cool for me, honestly. Another con, lack of energy, because again, protein it does help give you energy. So I didn't have any, and it low-key sucked dick. Another con would be the fact that honestly, you can't get cheap protein. Like I know this seems more protein based for the cons, but protein is such a important thing that it's like if you don't have it, sorry, this is just in my fucking eyes when I move backwards. But if you don't get enough protein, you are fucked. I'm sorry, but you're just fucked. You're not gonna get the physique, the gains, and the same output that you're putting in if you're not eating protein because you need it. I promise you guys that you need it. All right, guys, that's the end. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below on the poll if you want me to try the new challenge that I've thought of with honestly better rules. And watch this video here because that is my most popular one. So if you enjoyed this, try out that.